club where Stephanie never read the right book. And
Stephanie was terrible at this book club.
I really sucked at book club.
I did
Fabulous. What?
I just had a visual. I just had a
It was a
visual.
lot.
I had a visual.
Proud of it.
Hold on, let me turn it on.
Hello and good morning on a Monday. I've been looking forward to this chat. We're talking women, we're talking wellness, and we're talking to Sandy. We're talking to Vasiliki, who's joining us on the stream. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, everybody.
So hope everybody had a good weekend. I had a lazy weekend.
Oh.
I know, right?
You wouldn't want to know then. I had a very, very long weekend, which
Did
was
you?
great. Roller skating,
Okay.
of course.
I'm very much enjoying your roller skating videos.
Me too.
Right?
I had someone with me. I joined that I call my little usher. He is so good at skating. He makes me look bad.
Yeah.
And Olivia. So that was fun to watch.
Well, and it's a nice, fun mother-daughter activity, which I'm enjoying the time that you're spending with Liv because it's cute.
yes. And she does Bailey's with me on Tuesday night.
That's awesome.
Little DJ Livy and me, and we have a lot of fun every Tuesday night, 6 to 8, right? Gotta put that little
I
plug
love
in.
this little promotion over here. We have got, and if you've never seen Sandy before, I'm sure she's popped up on your feed where she is. Her studio is Thumbtastic, and it's Spring Bars Road in Falmouth. And you've been there now, what, 3 years, 4 years, more?
6.
I'm
I
the
know.
worst.
I know. Can you believe it?
What's up, Ashley? She said currently 10,000 people have gone through, 5 men, 5 women. She's giving us her daily update on the Karen Reed trial.
Oh, okay. All right.
I always
Thank
need
you,
somebody
Ashley.
out there to give us the update because I'm like, I do not watch this intently. Over the weekend, I saw so many people protesting at every rotary around the Cape.
Yeah.
Thousands of people protesting. So that was wild for me to like drive through it and not know I was driving through it as I
Yes.
was on my way to a celebration of life. So I kind of had a heavy weekend in that space.
Yeah.
So I took it easy on myself yesterday because I think sometimes when you get, in a room full of so many emotions and so many things with so many people,
Yeah.
I tend to pick stuff up, and that
Yeah.
just sat with me a lot. So I was like,
I'm glad.
I need a bed day. So I had a bed day yesterday.
That's shocking for you.
I know, not exactly the healthiest thing that I did, but I just watched mind-numbing television and flopped.
Oh gosh, good for you.
Sometimes you got to do it. What's up, Cindy? Thank you for joining us. And we've got a woman here that is the professional of wellness. We have to bring in the professionals, right? Vasiliki, thank you so much for joining us and taking the time this morning.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. And I just wanted to interject there that rest is equally as important as the rest of our self-care. So what
Thank
you did
you.
yesterday was great.
The plop, I don't know if it was necessarily the healthiest, but it happens to me every sort of once a month where I just get so run down and so just mentally and physically exhausted that I cannot do anymore. And I just don't.
And that is, that is one of the biggest things with women today is that we wear so many different hats and we're always going, and trying to prove our worth, trying to own our worth. We never stop to realize that we're not taking care of ourselves.
Yeah.
And the one thing I say to all of my clients and my students is that you're only as good as your self-care. So however much you invest in yourself is what you have to give to others. So when we're going, and we don't take that one down day and we don't give ourselves the proper nutrition, the proper sleep, and most importantly, when we don't feed our own spirit and build up our own strength, then what are we really giving when we're giving?
Well, I'm really looking forward to talking to you about this workshop that you have coming up this weekend. It seems just like a really, really nice healing weekend. If you are out there and you've been struggling and things have been stacking up and you kind of need to just reassess, maybe talk about the work that you do.
Okay, so I basically work with people on all levels. So their mind, their body, their spirit, all of it together, because I feel that everything is a whole package when it comes to healing. And what I do is I work with the spirit, like the doctor works with the physical body, the psychiatrist works with the mind. I work with the spirit. I'm here to help you strengthen your spirit and to see what your life purpose is, to see where am I going? What is the essence of who I am? And so when we have these workshops, it's like putting a pause. You hit the pause button, you go, I'm going to refill. And you go to a retreat, whether it's my retreat or any retreat, you go there to refill your spirit. You go there to remember who you are and what you're here to express, because our life purpose is to express the essence of who we are. And sometimes when we're so busy being what everybody else wants us to be, we forget what our own true essence is. So these workshops are really geared to helping you understand how important taking care of yourself is. And I'm not just talking about going to the gym and eating healthy.
Right.
And, and so this is about, how do I nurture myself? How do I connect with my emotions? What do I do with my emotions? Why is my life where it is? If I created my life, how come I don't like it?
Yeah. Yeah.
And when you hit that pause button and you give yourself that time, you invest in yourself, then what you're doing is you're actually allowing yourself to give a better version of who you are to your family, to your job, to all of it.
Talk to people that are, because I know when I hit that pause button and then I'm alone with myself and my stuff, I don't like that very much. It is not a happy place for me.
Okay, so they say that the hardest thing that you'll ever have to do in this world is face yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So again, this is where my type of work comes in, is that you go to someone that can help you face who you are in a gentle, loving, nurturing way. Because there is no good or bad. Everything serves a purpose. And so when you're sitting there and you're beating yourself up, all you're doing is you're throwing bricks on top of your soul, where it's okay, let's pull those bricks off and let's learn how you can turn all of your struggles into opportunities and all your regrets into what I call gems. So everything that we think like, oh, I wish I hadn't done that. I shouldn't have did this. I shouldn't have done that. If you stop and you turn that around and say, hey, wait a minute, what did I learn from that? How did I grow from that? Those are the true gems in life.
So what are some of the things you're going to be working on this weekend? And you don't have to do the whole weekend. You can do Friday, or I have time Saturday morning to do a little self-care, or maybe Saturday night I've got time, Sunday morning I've got some time. And I love how you've pieced them out into different spaces in which you can address your wellness. Good morning, Cheryl, Dave, Colleen, Melissa. Thank you so much for joining us on the chat. Cheryl said, very interesting. So let's talk about some of the places and spaces in which you're finding this wellness.
Okay, so one of the things that I want to thank Sandy for is that she really stepped out and looked at this retreat and said, the people up here, maybe they can't take all those days off, or
right.
Maybe they don't have the $300. First of all, if someone needs help and they want to be at this retreat and they can't afford it, that's okay. I will welcome them anyway.
That's
we will
wonderful.
find something for them to do to help us during the retreat, but everyone is welcome. So I want to start by saying that. And what we did was we broke it up for people that maybe haven't started on their spiritual journey yet, so they can just pick one of the four things that we have. So the first night is all about, your energy centers. In yoga, they call these your chakras. And what I do is I go through each one of your chakras so I can see which ones are out of balance and which ones aren't. And then we do an energy balancing. And I talk a little bit about how that, what's going on in your life is affected in your energies, and that's what's affected in your physical body. So our physical body will always tell us what's going on in our life. And that's Friday night, along with, we will be having a fire where you'll be able to open your spirit, share with one another. The whole weekend is sacred sisterhood. So it's all about community. It's all about supporting one another and sharing the love. Then on Saturday during the day is the meat and the potatoes. And that's where I get into, that's where I get into self-care and self-love, and what is self-love and how do we do more of it? And again, to all of the parents out there, the best gift you can ever give your children is you should learn what self-care is and how to always nurture it, because it's something we do until the day we die. We're always fighting to love ourselves, because the more we love ourselves, the closer we are to God.
Yeah.
So Saturday is the bulk of self-love and and what I call your essential values. We have your core values, we have your essential values. Core values are what we're given throughout life from our parents, our teachers, our clergy. And we live that thinking, if I live like this, everything will be good. Your essential values is what brings you back to your truth, to your essence, to your passion, and to your happiness. So when you figure out what your essence is, and we go through a whole program, when you figure out what your essential values are, then you can start changing your life based on your essential values. We say that, oh, my family comes first, but you're working, 80 hours a week.
Yeah, right. Are you even spending time with your family at all? Dave Hegner, I find wellness in Bermuda cute.
I love that. I love that. So
But yeah, you're right. If you're just going through the motions and saying you're doing it all for your family and you're working yourself to death, that's not life either.
No. And then Saturday evening, we have a potluck where everyone can gather together and share the love through food. And then we have an honoring ceremony of the moon. And I talk about the moon and how we're connected to the moon and how your life can be a lot easier if you do things based on the moon, based on the seasons. And then we celebrate the moon. And that's Saturday night. And then Sunday is a healing day. Sunday is all about connecting with nature, understanding where the healing is out in nature, how you connect with that healing. And then we're doing a water healing where you get into the heated saltwater pool and you're floating, and I play crystal bowls, I play the gong, and then I actually get in the water and I come around and I will work on your energy field while you're floating in the water. It is an amazing.
It sounds like the weird I like. So I'm in.
and I just want to say that, this is for everyone. This isn't that like, oh, well, if I'm not into that spiritual stuff. And no, if you're into taking care of yourself and bringing out your true potential, then any one of these days and all of these days are for you.
I think that's super important, especially for the human. The Ryan, good morning, and good morning, Catherine. Taking a risk a little bit with your, you've tried everything, right? I've tried this. I take this pill. I do this thing. So maybe a different kind of prescription is needed this weekend.
Right.
Exactly.
And there's also a workbook, right? Because you have me getting the paperwork ready. So there's a workbook for Saturday. I
like that.
Yeah.
I need a follow through. Yeah. I need some action steps.
So Virgos like me that need to write stuff down and remember things, it's a little bit organized with that. And also mentioning that it's vegetarian all weekend.
Oh,
why is that? Why don't you explain? Because when you told me, it made sense.
Okay, so when you disconnect from the world, first and foremost, if you're committing to yourself, whether it's for an hour a day or 3 days, by whatever you eat is going to affect your energy. And whatever energy work you're going to do, it can be supported or negated based on the foods that you have that day. So when you're eating vegetarian, you're eating just from the earth. So you're taking all that nourishing energy that Mother Earth has to offer us. And and this is not about being a vegetarian. This is just about when you're doing this work. When you eat animal products, you're eating the energy and how that animal was treated. So it lowers your frequency. But at the same time, if you're scattered and all over the place or you're hyperactive, you may require that meat, but not during a 3-day workshop. So what you're doing is you're just really allowing yourself to be cleansed, having just fruits and vegetables and the delicious food that Sandy will be making. In and of itself is a cleanse. So it helps to cleanse your body. And I'll be doing a foot detox that goes along with pulling out all of the emotions that you've been holding and hosting inside of you, because we hold our emotions in all of our organs.
Issues in the tissues.
Yeah,
exactly.
The tissues. Is that why my feet are so ugly? It's holding all of my sadness. No, I'm kidding. I needed an explanation. I'm sorry. You'll see I'm a lot.
No. I love it. So
it sounds amazing. How do people get involved?
Okay, they can get in touch with Sandy. And Sandy can give them all of the information. If they want to know more about me, I have a website. It's teachingspirit.com. And I also do private sessions, one-on-one sessions which you can do on Zoom or on a phone call if you don't like using computers. So I'm from New York. But if you want it, I will also be available for a few sessions through that you can book through Sandy while I'm up there for the weekend.
That's wonderful. Yeah, because sometimes you just connect with somebody. Sometimes there's no rhyme or reason why you're like, this person, for some reason, here's my energy and I need to be around them. So maybe someone is inspired by you or wants to get to know more about you and your practice and your modalities and just the goodness that you're bringing.
What I believe is that spirit brings the people to me that resonate with me and that I can help. So, there's many healers out there and you have to find the one that resonates with you, not the one that, oh, that one looks good, or that one sounds cool, or that one has a good Facebook page. You go with what you feel at your heart, no matter who it is. If you feel like, wow, I want to know more about this person, or I just talked to this person or listened to their podcast and it woke something up inside of me, then that healer's doing their job, because that's our job. Our job is to wake up that light inside of you and to help you build that light.
Well, I'm looking forward to you coming to the Cape. If you sound like this is for you, then we'll definitely talk a little bit more, and I won't take any more of your time today. I'm sure it's valuable and you've got things to do. I love it. So beautiful where you are, wherever room you're in. I'm like, oh, so much light.
This is my treatment room. This is one of the rooms that I work in and I teach in.
That's amazing. Well, I'm looking forward to meeting you this weekend, and we'll talk soon.
Me too. I'm so looking forward to coming to Cape Cod. It's my first time there, so I'm really excited.
Well, I hope the sun comes out for you.
I'll love it either way.
Bye, and nice to meet you.
Oh, thank you. Nice to meet you.
Bye, Vasiliki.
Oh, she's amazing.
Isn't she?
I know. She's a doll.
That's why I'm bringing her here.
Well, how did you get connected with her?
Oh, don't Stephanie.
Sorry.
Why do you do this?
Because I'm like a 2-year-old with questions. Where did she come from? How do we know her? I'm glad you're bringing her. Well, you're always in that search of something new. Something. Is this going to be the thing? Is this going to be the thing? Is this going to be the thing? For now.
Do you want to really know why?
Yeah.
How I met her?
Yes.
How do you think I met her?
I don't know.
So Facebook dating.
Okay.
I met this guy. And I wanted to go hang out with him because he does jet skis. You know how I love jet skis, right? And he started talking to me and he's like, you're just like my aunt. I said, okay. And he's like, you could be your twin. And I was like, that would mean I'd be your mother. Yep. That's weird. So
clearly the date didn't work out.
So he gave me her phone number and said, you need to call her right now. So I said, okay. And then later on, he said, did you call my aunt? And I said, no. And he said, all right, I'm going to hang up with you. You call her right now and then call me back. So I did. I called her. I said, this is so weird. And then I called her and I couldn't get off the phone with her.
That's funny.
It was so amazing. You right in. It's so great. And it's like, yeah, it didn't work out with the other thing, but yes, it did work out with this. And
yeah.
She's done my chakra analysis.
Yeah.
And already has me changing and thinking about what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. And it's just amazing. Simple little things that people can say to you. And it's like, wait a minute, what? So self-discovery is really important.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like we're always trying to, well, I feel like I'm always trying to evolve. Not everybody in the world is like this.
That's true. That is true.
But my husband and I, this is why we work well together, because he's also a Virgo. But at the same time, like always, what's next? What's better? What's this? The evolution, the iteration, the let's make this a little bit better with this.
Yes.
Have we tried fixing this? You guys are constant, lifelong tweakers. For crying out loud.
Cliff is awesome.
But it's good. It pushes me because I'm given my own devices. I will not do anything. I will just stay in this comfort zone of it's working. And then I'll have like a total like freak out, run away to another country, and then come back and be like, okay, I'm ready to work again. And then just do the same thing over and over.
Yeah, but I think you're doing pretty good.
I appreciate that.
You know,
I've been a work in progress. I'm growing.
It's so hard to get a hold of you now. I'm like, where's my famous friend? Ooh.
Yeah, she's not famous. She's just working. Don't worry. You can probably find me in one of two places, here or at my desk at the Chamber of Commerce. I do have a bunch of meetings today, but
okay.
It's the spring. It's when everything grows. It's when things change, right?
Oh, I get so excited to see like what fruit and vegetables are available when you post that. It's like, because you forget, you go into the market and you can get anything you want. So, but it's not real.
Right.
Right. So I
Oh,
even
good.
watched.
I'm glad.
Yes, I've been watching that. You kidding me? You're going to teach me how to grow. I've had a black thumb forever.
We're going to learn how to do this.
Yes. I have a money tree in my bedroom now.
Okay.
And I've been I just put too much water in it already.
No.
But I'm trying, so then I can work on getting the greenhouse, and then I can work on making my own food.
Yeah, things are happening. My
For my
daughter was
food prep.
very excited. She's here this weekend because she's got orientation for the Melody tent. And she's like, Mom, your garlic is growing. Did you see the sprouts? And I'm like,
that's
no.
so cool.
I haven't been out there because it looks so desolate. It makes me sad.
Yeah.
But I'm very much looking forward to growing this season and just like the small shifts. Spring definitely gets hectic though.
Yeah.
Because we kind of just rested all winter and now it's like this is coming. And when summer hits us, it's over already before it started. So it's like I've got the momentum, and the amount of like computer work and stuff I've been doing is obnoxious.
Yeah.
Like I need to get out of my space and do physical movement. I stopped doing that somewhere along one.
Well, you know that I do that.
Here, I know.
Come on. I was using the trampolines last night, getting ready.
You mental.
And then I ran around. I saw the bowling alley closes early. I was on the Kanga boots running in them last night after I already roller skated for 4 hours.
You've probably, and you wonder why your feet are throbbing. You've probably seen her bopping around town on those weird little kangaroo boots. Or driving her little rickshaw to the beach while doing yoga out there, or that stick class that you have, or whatever the other
cardio drum. You mean the stick class? Nice.
I don't know what the stick class you do is.
Yeah. Oh God. See, now we can tell we're here, right? Vasilini's going this one.
Well, I know that's nice. I'm being reverent and kind. She's, we're worried about her chakras, and
she's very sweet.
I was like, that's really nice. This is me, though.
What do you think, me? I was already panicking when she said vegetarian all weekend.
I'm
like, all right. So when are we gonna get the sushi? I'm already planning to have shrimp as soon as it's
the
over.
minute. Yeah, I have a shrimp addiction. Also.
Me too.
I don't know what it is, but my husband has that hibachi grill thing now, and that's all we have. He makes me hibachi shrimp pretty much like on the regular. I'm like, can we have hibachi today?
Oh yeah. Well, Livy started her new job at Sweet Rice.
Oh, I have not been in there.
Oh, you have to
since
go
the
in
new
there.
owners
So
took
good.
over or whatever. Since
Yes,
it's like
Amy.
the whole transformation.
Yep, she's a sweetie, and I have to get my Singapore noodles with the shrimp in it.
Yeah,
the curry.
yeah.
Oh, so good. I mean, their food is amazing, and it's really fresh.
Now I'm hungry. Thanks a lot.
You're welcome. This early? See, I'm not even. I have makeup and my hair done at 8 a.m.
It looks cute, and I like the color in there.
Pink?
I think it's adorable.
Pink.
Why did you go there? I like it.
All right, so my hair I didn't like. They dyed the roots really dark. So my daughter's going to Upper Cape, right? And she's doing the cosmetology.
Yep.
So we bought the stuff at the store and she did my roots. Well, they came out like an Easter egg or a chicken.
This season, you're fine.
So I was upset and I didn't want to go anywhere. It looked literally funny. And then so we went to Walmart and I was going to get the black and put it in, but I saw the pink. I said, "Oh." So she did like put the cap on and pull it out and did it. It was supposed to only be 10 washes. It's been about 20.
Well, you're blonde, so that's why your hair is like, I will take all of this color and keep it forever.
Yes. So that's why we have it.
I think it's cute. I think it's fun. I think when I eventually go fully gray, that's what I'm going to do with it. I'm just going to put fun colors on it just because why not? Because I can. So we talked about your women's weekend that is coming up this weekend, and it sounds amazing. If you want to jump into any portion of it, you can do so. There are different prices, right? You don't have to do the whole weekend.
Exactly. And that's why I said, I noticed when I put it out there, everybody's like, I have something that weekend, or that's
I don't think that's like, that's a really nice price point for the amount of activities and things that you're going to be doing.
But it's a long weekend. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is a lot of commitment for people these days. So, I said, just come for this, just come for that. And then I like how she said, if you can't afford it, because I know there's people, I know there was a time too where I couldn't afford things.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to come, contact me. Come on my website, thumbtasticofcapecod.com. Everything is there. I've been posting the links for the prices and how to sign up online. There was a couple of typos. Imagine me.
We do
Virgo.
our best.
Oh my gosh. But I'm trying to get it all out there, and it is hard, and it is coming up this weekend. It comes up so quick. We've been planning it for over a month, and then it's here.
Right. I know. And I think a lot of parents out there are scrambling right now for April vacation, and you've got a really nice camp that you've got for kids wellness that is happening for April vacation. I saw 3 people that complained that one of the camps is closed and one is full and one had this. And I immediately put the link to your child wellness camp that is happening for April vacation because it's a nice midday thing for them to do.
Yes. Well, one of the problems that I always hear, and I always had the problem that I heard, was tweens, 9 to 13. There's never anything to do for them.
Well, because it's not cool, and then they want to do that, and then this is when they diverge in interest at that age now.
But it's a really good age to come have fun with me because I'm fun. That's one of my adjectives, though, that Vasiliki asks you to do in self-discovery. Pick 5 adjectives that you want to be for your life.
Oh.
And my first one was fun.
Yeah.
If it's not fun, I don't do it. So anyways, with my camp, it's 9 to 1, Monday through Friday during April vacation. And my friend Karen, who is an artist, Karen Scotta, she's going to be doing the art part. So from 9 to 10, I'm going to do exercise with the kids. And then she's going to do like 10 to 11:30-ish. She has canvases and she'll be doing painting or different crafts with them.
Perfect.
And then Livy comes in to help me to do her DJ stuff.
Love it.
And we'll do a dance party, little bit of snack. And then I have my photo booth. So we'll be able to do some videos and stuff. So
so fun.
Like it'll be really 4 hours of fun-packed adventure and fun to do over April vacation when... Remember, April showers bring May flowers.
That's correct.
I just told that to someone and they looked at me like, I've never heard that.
Really? And then what do Mayflowers bring? Pilgrims. Sorry, I can't. This is like my childhood. So dumb. But it's something that has always stuck with me. I remember it. My son is trying something new. He decided, Mom, can I do tennis? I'm like, what?
Really?
Tennis?
Is that him?
Probably, because he probably missed the damn bus. Because Monday mornings are tough around here.
Doesn't he have like size 14 foot?
Yeah, it's huge.
To think I changed his diapers.
Right? And to have him this way, I just can't. So I once again, do you know how much tennis shoes cost for a size 14 foot?
I can't imagine. They had
it ain't cheap.
Put a whole bunch together.
They had to cobble them. He's like one size away from having to have actual custom orders, which is a problem. What's up, Melissa Katarina? Thanks for joining us on the show. It's Sandy from Thumbtastic. You've also seen her at some of our music bingos, and she loves to host. She hosts with her daughter Livy, and Livy's one of our baby DJs, and she's awesome.
She's been doing some good gigs.
I love it.
You've taught her well.
I've taught her nothing. She's decided she wanted to do this. I've showed her a couple of things, enough to be dangerous. If she really practiced and wanted to do more of it, that would be amazing. Yeah. But she's got a lot of stuff going on. I mean, she's at the tech school. Yeah. She is learning a trade. She's having fun with it.
Yeah.
Sort of. It's hard. Learning this stuff isn't easy.
Although at 15, she's good. She's eventually going to be president. I've always said that,
there you go.
Since she was little. But it's funny when we went by. Never mind, forget it. When we went by the Village Green and they were doing that little protest over there, and I was trying to get my car through because my car is that purple wrap. Yeah. And I said, I don't want to be in any videos. I don't want any side. I'm neutral. I'm like, oh my gosh, and I'm freaking out. And she's like, Mom, don't worry, I'm gonna be president soon.
Well, you know what? Cool. We like it. Livy for president.
Yep.
I'm down. And everybody's allowed to express themselves any certain way. I thought that's funny that's what you were worried about. Meanwhile, I'm like slowing down, taking photos.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I was reading the signs and trying not to get into an accident. And I was like, what do they got?
Well, because sometimes I know you have to be in the middle.
Yes.
I think most people are in the middle.
Well, think about it. So what I do for a living as a healer, I massage people, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm medical massage. So I help people, a lot of people in pain, whether it's spiritually or physically. And so they come in, they flop down on the table, and a lot of times they're very upset about what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
So I just
Once again, because we absorb it all without even thinking about
issues
it.
in the tissues again, like I said. And so
Book a massage with her, by the way. I was dealing with plantar fasciitis forever. The doctor was trying to cut me open, and she's like, before surgery, let me try. And honestly, it's been great ever since. So thank you for
You're
that. It was, a 3-month period where I was like, I'm never going to walk again without crying.
yeah, definitely.
It was so
Before
frustrating.
you go to the knife, anything.
Even my podiatrist gave me like a support group with other people with the same problems because it's so painful and you feel like you're never going to get through it.
Right. You just put a water ball in the freezer, or you put one of those golf balls in there, and then you just roll it and then try to let me get in there and break up some of that fascia.
So painful.
Yes. But fatty fascia.
That's it.
When we had COVID, a lot of people sat around and didn't do anything and everything kind of stuck. Fat hurts. And people don't realize that. So if we can get that moving, and I'm cellulite treatment specialist, so I do liposage. Have you ever heard of that?
No.
So I break up fat and tighten skin.
All right.
It's kind of cool for the summer. I have a lot of people come in, and I have my machine and plus my hands, and we just move it around, and you just do some lymph drainage there, and you pee out the fat.
Well, one of my girlfriends, she has had great success with her lymphatic, whatever it is. She does this little routine every single morning.
Yeah, lymphatic drainage.
And she just, for whatever reason, has lost weight, sleeps better, swears by it. She's like, no, it is the lymphatic drainage. I do the this, whatever routine she does every single day. And she
you have all the spots that you can do, that you can actually open up areas, and you open up the lymph. Every place you have a bend, you have a lymph port.
Okay.
Underneath the skin, that lymph goes through and gets and detoxes all the bad stuff in our body. And then eventually we get it out.
Interesting.
We didn't learn these stuff in school that we should have. So I have the infrared sauna. I have red light therapy. I have all different
Talk
modalities.
about the red light a little bit, because I'm seeing that emerge more and more as people really are finding some actual value from the red light therapy.
Yeah. See, that's one of the things that I like, and that's what I offer. If people want to come in and do this for free, I did it for the whole month of March, and now I'm doing it again for the whole month of April. I have a face mask that has the red light. You can come try for free while you're doing your massage or your reflexology. And I also have the red light. Red light is amazing, but we've done so many trinkets and everything that no one believes anything anymore. Kind of thing.
Well, that's just, there's like, oh, try this. And then we get fatigue because there's so many choices. And for me, when I have so many choices, or you give me all of these options, my option is to choose none because it's too overwhelming.
Very true. But with red light, which is very interesting, and infrared. So red light is on the surface. It helps with skin. It helps with acne. It helps with hair loss. It helps with weight loss. I have a list of the amazing things that red light does. And then the infrared goes even deeper. It helps with the inflammation. And it just heals and goes right into the mitochondria of the cell and flushes it out, makes a nice, stronger cell, and then adds fuel back in to give it energy. Like the happy lights.
Why do we need all of this in our life? Do you have an idea?
So we can have fun. So you can come roller skating with me.
I'm never going to roller skate again. Are you kidding me? Not after I broke my wrist the last time I was inline skating with you.
Oh, that was quite a bit ago. Sorry. I know that it was upsetting to see you go down. I said it was the first time we were going to go down that hill. I said, go down the grass. No, Stephanie wants to go right straight smack down the hill.
I can do it. I'm fine.
I get down there and I see this bone sticking out.
That was not my finest moment. Shout out to Lenny and the Mashpee Fire Department, who was the one that was like, oh, Stephanie, it's not good.
I just remember him being really, really cute, and then them yelling at us for not having helmets. And I said, how is a helmet going to help with her
Helmet's not going to put my arm bone back inside of my skin, but thank you. Thank you.
And then you were in a pink cast for the whole summer. kind of cursing me.
What's up, Denise? Thanks for joining us on the show. We are talking about health and wellness. Sandy's got a camp and a women's weekend that is coming up this weekend. And if you want more information, it's super easy to find her. Thumbtastic. That's the best way that you can get a hold of her.
Thumbtastic of CapeCod.com
Mm-hmm.
or 508-360-7546.
I love it. She put on a radio voice.
Did you like that? It's better than customer service voice, right? No.
Oh my gosh. I saw over the weekend, Dennis the Menace died. The actor that played Dennis the Menace passed.
Oh, man.
73.
Lately, that's what's happening. Like every day, this one's gone. This one's gone.
Is it that we're more sensitive to it because we share information faster?
It has to be. It really has.
Like this is the only thing that I can think of why it's been doom and gloom, or it's just because people like to share sad or miserable things.
Maybe. I don't know. For me, I'm still Cinderella. I'm in my little bubble. Everybody's like, didn't you? I don't turn the TV on at my house. And people find that weird when they come over.
I don't find it weird.
I don't want background noise. I don't want to hear all the bad stuff.
You like music though.
I love music.
You'll turn on music.
I was listening to Akon this weekend.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
And you like dancing.
It's like Puffer Belly's days.
Oh man.
Gotta mention that always.
It is sold, right? There's a family that bought Puffer Bellies.
Oh my God.
I think it's going to be a garage.
So I told Steph that we need to do a Puffer Bellies reunion. You don't believe how successful that would be.
I don't believe that would be a success.
I called Sunny. I talked to Seta.
Like getting the crew back.
Nina's on it.
Too fun. I missed her birthday party over the weekend.
Oh, did you?
Yeah,
Wow.
I was supposed to celebrate with her on Friday, and then somebody called in, and then I wasn't able to find coverage, so I ended up having to work. This is the fun stuff when you're a business owner. When things don't go as according to plan, you're the one left because you have to be. It is your business.
That's true. See, I don't take it personally when you don't answer anymore because I know. But my birthday is in August. Okay.
I know when your birthday
I'm probably
is.
going to rent the whole roller skating rink. I decided that yesterday. That would be so much fun.
They were setting
up a little kid's birthday party, and I'm like, can I go?
Stephanie on Wheels is really not the best thing.
Yeah, but it's not a hill, so I think I can.
No, I broke my wrist at Bobby's Rollaway one time. I fell down, and then my aunt roller skated over my elbow, and then my elbow was broken for 2 full days before I finally went to the hospital. My dad was like, "Oh no, you're fine." Meanwhile, it was broken in the growth plate. One of my arms is longer than the other now. It's real.
We can work on that.
Right.
I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like gonna get in on your shoulders and your neck.
Fix the elbow.
Yes.
Fix the tinnitus in my elbow.
Yes.
Is red light gonna work for that?
It could, you know.
I
have the red light heater.
Yeah.
Chicken like incubator stuff like this. This is what we're talking about.
It's the same thing.
Same kind of
so
thing.
I can sit under my chicken light. That'll be fine.
You could be.
What's up, Gretchen?
At least it'll make you feel good, warm and fuzzy.
It was so nice to run into you at the Kennedy Donovan Center Fashion Show last weekend. That was a really nice event. And you look fabulous, by the way. I don't know what you're doing with yourself, but you look bright and light
I bet
and
she's
fabulous.
doing red light.
Maybe it is red light. Turn on the red light. I'll place this. Lauren said, we did that for my friend's 40th. We rented out a carousel and dressed its 80s.
Hi,
it was
Lauren.
amazing.
Oh my God. Lauren we had so much fun at her place.
I love Lauren.
Guess what? I touched the snake, didn't I? I made Livy cry because she's like, look at mom touching the snake.
She has a snake that is a pet in the studio.
Was it red? Something red, right? Isn't it red? Redkin, something like that.
I don't remember the snake's name. She's told me 14 times.
But we had fun. I've done so many cool projects over there. And then we did the stuff for the Christmas.
Yeah.
We did
our nutcracker painting. We made gingerbreads. Good morning, Miss Maury. Thanks for joining us on the show. We've got Sandy. We're talking about wellness and her studio, Thumbtastic of Cape Cod, that does everything from exercise to massage to red light therapy.
And then we're going to start on exercise. Reddington. Okay. Thank you, Lauren. Yes, Reddington. So I'm going to start back up on exercises. There was a while that I was just focusing on massage. We went back to knitting. Like that's a saying.
That's your cycle.
Yeah, we go back in because I need to. When it's only me, it's a one-man band. You know what I mean? We need to come back in. So I came in and now I'm strong. So I'm ready. I'm going to start in May to start up classes again. So I have trampoline classes. I have orthopedic yoga, cardio drum. That's the stick class. Maybe a little bit of pound in there. Some Zumba. People have requested that again. So I'm no longer a Zumba teacher. So I do dance therapy.
Okay, I like
Okay.
that.
Dance therapy.
Well, you work with our friend Jen and a couple of different programs that you do some dance.
Esprit. Oh my gosh, I love those guys.
And they're wonderful. They're
Yeah.
so fun. They're so supportive. They
They
love music bingo. They love
Yeah.
anything with dance and art stuff.
Yeah, Jen always says to say hi to you.
Oh,
Yeah,
she's
once a month
wonderful.
I'm over there in Osterville teaching them dance therapy, and we have a blast.
Why do you say you're no longer Zumba? It's just a program you subscribe to, or are you just kind of divergent from it?
So Zumba, to be a Zumba teacher or to be a pound teacher, and people don't realize it, you actually have to
It's
pay
a name brand. Okay.
a monthly membership.
That's all.
And so Bunny, our friend Bunny,
Yep.
who passed away from ALS, she was a Zumba teacher and actually was teaching me. I mean, I have a lot of the gurus that were helping.
Mm-hmm.
And when she was started to really get to the point where she couldn't move anymore, she asked if she could keep her membership. And Zumba had made a big deal about ALS with the bucket challenge and all this other stuff, but we really didn't know till I started massaging Bunny every week what ALS and how shitty it is, right? Can I say that on
Yeah, you can say whatever you want. It's my show.
Really? I have Tourette's.
Let it
I have
out. Oh
Tourette's.
God, no.
I did this weekend. Oh my gosh. Anyways, so she called up and asked if she could keep her Zin, because that's what's called, because she had it for so long.
Yeah.
And they said, "Oh, honey, sorry, no, we're not going to let you do that unless you pay for it. But if you get better."
Yeah. Okay. Because I have ALS. Seriously?
Yeah. So I'm like, they definitely didn't understand what ALS is. So
no, they don't care. It's
so
a program.
she was so upset. I instantly went home and called up and canceled being a Zen member. So mine's a personal level of why I refuse to support somebody that's not going to understand. If you're going to do a big thing about ALS, you need to know what it's about.
Yeah.
And not just try to get the thrill or
I know,
but
but Bunny is one of those particular stories and people that will always stay with us just because she was so full of life, so active, so very involved. When she was living with one of my friends, post one of her divorces, she laughs about it. She'd laugh about it with me now because it was very funny when her ex-husband drove up her wedding dress and left it on the front door of my friend's house that said "Strike 2" on it. It was like, and she is laughing right now, absolutely. But witnessing the way in which she lived her life, she was so mindful of everything she ate, was so mindful of everything she did, so mindful of her movement, so mindful of her supplements. And it makes me so upset that is what was taken from her. It was just really, really upsetting and really frustrating.
Yeah, muscle disease for somebody who had the best muscle. It was so cool, but it's so sad, and I have to get back on track with it, is she trained me and coached me right till the day she died.
Yeah.
Like every week, she made me talk her into, she talked me into doing a bikini bodybuilding show.
Yeah,
right?
and you did it.
I did, and she died before it, and I was pretty sad, but every week I'd go there and she'd be like a little kid. What do we do? What do we do? What did she have you do this week?
And that's wonderful. She had a project to do, and that's like,
that was a little project.
Yeah, but it's good. And you garnered all of that goodness from that moment and that time of your life. So she did a lot of great things for a lot of people, and it's she's still has her tribe, and she still has a great group of humans.
Be strong, right? We have.
Yeah,
did you get the tattoo?
No, and I have tattoos everywhere. I feel like that would be less meaningful.
I was with her when I got it. Yeah,
and Bunny knows I love her.
Yeah, we all love her. Remember, you used to make me go there at like noontime.
What was that was the time I could work out. It was lunch. It was after the morning show. Kelly Washburn said loved her. She was the best light.
Yep.
She really was amazing.
Yeah. We did that spin class. I remember I had one of those new watches and it told me that I was dead. And I threw it across the room and said, let's go. Keep going.
That's what I call it, my Fitbit. I haven't charged it in a week. I get like a good clip with the damn watch and I finally get used to using it. And then I'm like, where's my charger? I can't find my charger.
Yeah.
And then I get busy on another task and then it's not charged.
I don't know. It was scary to
cycles.
me. It always made me say that I was going to die because I was going too fast.
Like, I don't know what's happening.
Yeah,
Probably going to die. This is it.
We used to go to that one. She used to have the best Thanksgiving spin class. Remember?
Yeah. Yeah. It was like you were ready to start your day.
Yep. Ready to come back and eat.
I know. And
I don't
I don't think
celebrate
I've been on this,
Thanksgiving
and I
anymore.
don't think I've been on the spin bike ever since. No, I'm kidding. I have been. I have. I get on there every once in a while. Lauren says we should do therapy exposure with the snake. Here, hold the snake.
I didn't actually hold it. I touched it.
Yep.
I
Cindy,
don't know if I'm going to hold it.
welcome back. That's what she said. All right.
Pause.
I can't help it.
Oh my God.
What else is going on with you? I really want people to go to this April vacation because I did see so many parents complaining about it. But it's like a nice little bang for your buck where the kids get a workout, they get an activity, and then they can be on with their day.
And this I get too.
And it's a good price point.
Yes. Is, people can't afford it. Or I remember my kids that age finally said, I don't have to pay. I don't have to do. But it's like, what I realize is when my kids got older, that's when they needed more.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the opposite. I know it's hard because you can't afford it. And like I said, anybody needs help for even that. We can see what we can do.
I know.
I mean,
well, it was always hard for me too, just because we had 4 of them. I'm going to have a meeting with the superintendent today to talk about a couple of programs. And I'm like, oh my gosh, 4 of my children went through the school systems. 5 of them went to Mashpee schools at one point. It was just always something. And I finally had to say to them one thing per kid per season. Like, this is the only thing I can do to not lose my damn mind. So I do understand that things get expensive. Right. And if it's a matter of price, there's always something can be worked out.
Talk about it. And that's what I always said. I don't ever accept no, which is why I feel like my business has stayed through COVID and why I can do what I can do, because I make it happen. If I have to barter, if I have to figure out a way, and it's just like Vasiliki says, you want to go to the retreat and you can't afford it, then let's see what we can put you to work or how you can help.
Well, JT is always he always says, closed mouths don't get fed. And I'm like, you're right. But at the same time, a lot of us feel uncomfortable about asking for something when we don't have it, or we feel like we owe somebody something, and that feeling doesn't make us feel good, or they just don't want to, have to feel that feeling or ask. And I think it's just so important to just ask. The worst thing that they can say is no to you, and that's okay.
That's right. Except for I don't accept no.
She's like, but there's another way around that too.
There is. The Virgo in me comes out and I figure out a way, right?
That's funny.
So I'm excited about yoga on the beach.
Yeah.
Coming in June. We have already had people coming back on the Cape thing. When are we doing yoga? It's usually right at the 3rd week of June when school starts to end. And last year I did Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and everyone gets upset because Tuesday and Thursday they want to come. So I'm doing it Monday through Friday, all 5 days.
Oh, that's good.
Yep. It's only 45 minutes. It's at 9:00. It's right on, right next to the old casino over there, right across from Shipwreck. So you'll see me in my pedicab over there, and I'm excited to go back there.
Listen, that little pedicab over there just brings all the kids to the yard. They're like, what is it? What is she doing? What's happening?
I know.
Can I get a ride?
I know. And I give a lot of people rides. I had a guy hire me over there in Falmouth Heights for his wife because she wanted something different for their anniversary.
Yeah.
And they had a, what is it called now? Sopranos? No. What is it called?
Oh, yeah. The Wharf.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, I think it's called the Wharf, the Falmouth Wharf.
Different all the time. Mm-hmm. So anyways, he had reservations for his wife. So he hired me to come pick them up at their house, which was down by In Seasons.
Hysterical. Yeah, because there's never any parking down there.
Right.
That's smart.
Yep. So I picked them up. And she was so cute with her little shawl and getting in, and he gets in and I pedal them down, and he's like, all right, come back and pick us up in 2.5 hours. And he texts me, he's like, we're ready. And I went back and picked them up and brought them home. It was the cutest thing.
Oh, I love that.
So I mean, you can hire me to do things. I had done a wedding before they left Shipwreck.
You know what? There's something to be said about the fact that you get it done. If you're available and you've got the time and the means to do it, you do it. This is what moms do. This is what wellness practitioners do, I think. And this is what business owners do. Like, I've just got to do it. I'm going to do it. Like, it's not a fact of like being too proud or too good to do something. And most of the time we enjoy it.
No,
I like it. I'm like, okay, I'll do that. And Cliff is like, why are you doing that? And I'm like, I don't know. It makes me feel good. They're happy. I'm happy. Why do I have to quantify it?
It's a exchange of energy.
Yeah.
I always say that. Do you remember? I scrubbed your toilet
Yeah.
so that I could get my passport long
It's
time
like
ago.
the little thing. I don't care.
Yeah.
I'll
And you've
do it.
done crazy things for
I've
me
done the
too,
weirdest
so.
stuff. I find myself in the strangest places. People are like, why are you here? I'm like, I don't know. It made me feel good. It called me. I'm doing it.
It's a lot of fun. I mean, I've done a massage on Christmas. I've done a massage on Easter.
Yeah.
That doesn't matter to me. You know what I mean? What am I going to do? Sit around? Wait for the Easter bunny?
Yeah, right. Which, by the way, I was promptly told by my almost 20-year-old daughter that I still would like an Easter basket, Mom. I was like, okay.
Did you hear about the time? Oh, I had Josh put out the Easter eggs one year.
Yeah.
And he decided he wanted to do it the night before.
Oh, no.
We woke up to squirrels on crack.
Oh, I was going to say.
Squirrels on crack. Okay. They had eaten away at the egg and ate all the chocolate
in
in
my
all.
pants. I don't know why I have that song stuck in my head.
Oh, you're killing me. So
That's
thank
funny.
God Easter Bunny left like 2 bags of candy so that we can quickly whip them out onto the lawn because we had squirrels going hanging everywhere, being crazy. I always think about that every year for Easter. I'm like, oh, thank God.
That's amazing.
Never put them out the night before because those squirrels, they know how to get in those little plastic eggs. Okay?
Yeah, they're smart, right? They're used to cracking nuts. Of course they know how to get in the damn plastic eggs. What's up, Lynn? Hi, John. Thanks for joining us. Cindy says, my kind of gal.
Oh,
I love it.
I tell you. So anyways, we get lots of fun things. And if you have any ideas, talk to me too.
Right?
Because I love it. I do all different things. I got a photo booth. I'll come. I'll have fun with you, right? We did that one night at Dino's. That was a lot of fun with your little Friday night.
I know, right?
There.
So now it's just become karaoke. I think people, the people have spoken. They want karaoke on Fridays. So that's what we've been doing on Fridays.
I forgot to tell you about that. So do the music bingo at Bailey's on Tuesday night, right? I have somebody that wants to sing in between the games.
Hysterical. You're like, lady, this is not your gig.
I'm like, no, I kind of said so that when I'm passing out the papers, I'm like, if you want to sing a song, I guess we could do that.
See, this is developmentally, this is usually what happens to our gaming things. Cliff and you are cut from a similar cloth. Let's try that. You want to do that? And you want to sing in between? You go right ahead, ma'am. Here's your microphone. Have fun with it.
Do you know what we do for a tie?
No, but I've seen you spin the bottle or whatever.
That's what it is.
Oh
We play spin the bottle. Everybody, you should see. There was one old lady at the bar. Oh my God. She was like, that's not how I learned to play spin the bottle. I'm like, oh,
Grandma, we don't do that here.
So yeah, we just kind of spin the bottle and whoever it lands on, they're the winner.
That's hysterical.
Yeah, because it just seemed like an
do people get pissy?
No, but I just always have to be careful that the bottle doesn't fall off.
Yeah, that's a problem.
And one day, for some reason, Kelly didn't have any bottles behind the bar that I could use. So she gave me a bottle. It was like A1 or something like that. So it was square. It doesn't spin very well.
It's not spinning very well.
So we had to get the hot Tabasco one, and that worked
That's
better.
funny.
You know? So I had to learn about the bottles.
No, I do. And thank you very much for supporting our games. We love playing them. We really do have a good time with them. We write them all of ourselves and we produce them. You know, most of the time it works out well. Sometimes those QR codes get a little funky.
That's all right. We always know how to fix that
that's
mess,
it.
don't we?
Yeah,
right?
you move around.
Libby is so good at seeing stuff like that. That's what she's good at. See, that's why we work good together, me and my daughter, because she knows music and she knows the electronic stuff.
Well, I did have to change it couple of games because, you know, there was some Diddy in it. And I was like, oh no, you canceled no more. None of that. And then one of our hosts, poor Katie Brown, she was, there was like a little fight when a tiebreaker happened. And she said that one of the people was so rude and mean to her. So can I just please tell you that all of us are here to bring entertainment and a little bit of fun to sometimes a tough day. And it's okay if you had a really tough day sometimes and you just don't take it out on the host. It's not their fault.
That's why I was ask you for chapstick.
Yeah, I got some we found.
Because, good, you have more?
We do.
Oh, because that's my savior. I just go right over and I'm like, here's a chapstick. And then they're not mad at me. They're like, oh, this is so sweet. So see,
we have plenty of chapsticks. And our chapstick is pretty darn good, I gotta tell you. So
it is good. But so it's so much fun when we go over there. So I like using the mic and I'm a good talker, right? Sometimes.
No.
Just a little bit.
No, I love it.
Good at her electronic stuff. So we work good, you know.
So
TJ.
please come and play a game with us, but also to remind yourself to be kind. And, it's
See,
just,
that's okay. I mean, my you should see. We had people up dance and stuff like that. Now this is a restaurant. It's
I love
kinda
it.
funny,
Yeah.
you
Well,
know?
that's the point. It's supposed to
It's
shake
funny.
up their day.
It does.
So you're doing your job, and I appreciate that. Hi, Brian and Bruce. Thanks for joining us. We've got Sandy from Thumbtastic of Cape Cod. She's got a women's wellness weekend that is happening. I had to say that very carefully. So it begins on Friday. There's Saturday morning, there's Saturday evening, there's Sunday, and if you're looking to just feel better, reach out to Sandy. She'll fix it for you.
The only thing I can think when the sum up that whole weekend of what I would call it is a woman's retreat or that workbook that I had to print out for her. It's self-discovery. She talked about it even when she says you go on a date. When you go on a date, is like when you go on the date, you see what you don't like, what you do like, and that's the reflection of you. Nothing to do with the person.
You're not afraid to go on dates.
Oh my God. You kidding me?
We could have a whole full show on Single Ladies Make Some Noise because some of my girlfriends have been out there really trying the dating hustle again.
I give up.
You go through cycles.
I give up.
You go through like
I'm going to stay single forever. Single forever.
Tomorrow she'll find the man of her dreams and he'll be moved in 3 days. I know you.
You've only been in 2 of my weddings. No more. I'm serious. I'm dead serious.
She means it.
I bought myself a truck. I don't need a man. Basically, I looked up. I have a truck that sits in my driveway. I hardly ever drive it. Everyone asks to borrow
That's
it.
my man.
And I'm like, that's my man. I don't need to ask anybody for anything. I got a truck.
But she's there. I love it.
Serious. So let's see what else.
And then we've got April vacation, which I really think that people should be reminded of. So if you're running into moms and dads and caregivers and grandparents that are like, oh, it's April vacation. What do I do with these tweens? This is the program for you. It's 9 to 13. There'll be a little bit of exercise, a little bit of a craft, a paint, a fun space, and then send them off and they'll be better for you. Yeah, and a dance party at the end of
with
it.
the photo booth.
Perfect.
That thing is so much fun to play with. You know what I mean? All the different costumes you can put on.
That's it. They all love their reels and their TikToks and I can't keep track of whatever the social media thing
I
of the
do
day
too.
is.
I like it. Livy teaches me. I'm on TikTok. I'm on Snapchat.
And you can find her. Are you on there as Thumbtastic or are you on there as Sandy?
Sandy Mermaid, I think. I don't know. Livy made it for me, so I don't know half the time. I'm like, let me
what
ask
am
my
I
daughter.
signing into? I'm just going to give everybody all of my information.
Yeah, I think on Instagram I'm Mrs. Thumbs.
I love it.
Just like my license plate, Thumbs, right? Although, you know what? People have been wanting me to change the name of my business. And of course, I won't. I've had that for 11 years, right? But maybe the tagline, usually I have it say, make you feel comfortable in your own skin. They want to say, hurts so good.
All right. Is John Cougar Mellencamp? No, you're not. No. I think that's been taken.
Hurts so good. Oh my God.
We gotta go.
Are you sure?
Yes, we do.
You gotta come for your massage. I told you.
I need a lot.
Yeah, well, we won't discuss that.
Can I be on the laptop while I'm getting a massage?
Stand behind you.
I'm finding it very hard to not do double duty while I'm doing one thing. I need to do another thing. And I know that that's not great, but it is also how my brain works.
Right.
So I've got to be better about allocating time for things.
True. Do you remember when you were on the show over at the radio station?
Yeah.
I cupped you, right?
Yeah. You brought the cupping into me.
Yeah.
That was
fun. We need to do that. That was like 10 years ago.
I feel like probably, yeah, because I've been out of that for 5 full years.
Really?
So nice. Yeah, well, pandemic was having its celebration. I was like, oh my God.
Microphone I gave you?
Yeah, I do. It's somewhere in this pile of stuff that I have in here.
That was so cool.
No, but it was really nice and you were really wonderful. I'm telling you, if you're in a space where you need to be healed, in a space where you need some champion in your corner, Sandy is definitely a human to do that. You know, I remember being in the pool doing aquatic yoga, whatever it was that she had me doing, and I'm bawling my eyes out while I'm in the pool. I'm like, this, I can't, why am I doing this? Yeah. But it was a healing space in which you knew I needed help and you arrived. So I thank you for that very much.
You're welcome.
it will always be a treasured moment for me, not the grief and the sadness and the bad place that I was in, but it was a space in which you just were like, come along, I will show you. This is where you go. This is what you do. I'm like, okay.
But you do that to me too.
Exactly.
Because I'll call you and be like, you know,
Yeah.
and you just like, come on, I want you to
Right?
do music bingo. I'm like, what?
I know.
You know what I mean? Or the farmer's market or any of that. I'm actually excited.
Yeah.
You know what? Because I didn't take it as serious last year, right? Because I
Yeah.
was like, who
You
wants a
didn't really
massage? It
know.
was cold and everything. But, you know, I met the pickle lady and now, you know, organic pickle juice is so good, so hydrating
Yes.
for you. It's so much better than water.
Yep.
I tell people I do that or I juice organic celery
Yeah,
juice
if you
now.
have leg cramps or anything like this, honestly, this is it for electrolytes. And I absolutely don't
Yes.
like pickles, but I like pickled beets and I like the juice.
Yeah.
So the
And
juice.
she makes them in a juice box so you can
Mhm.
just drink it. It's the apple cider vinegar and the brine, and it's amazing. So she'll be there.
Mhm.
We'll have her, and then
But it's just a good community, right? It's that collective
you're meeting-
community.
it's like, I've learned so much. That was
Mhm.
what was important. Things that people, you know, even how to recycle or why we do what we do.
Yep, you
or-
met Jadine and you met Lauren. You've met so
Yep,
many wonderful
yep,
people
yep.
that are in
We're
the
all
group.
like a little family now
It
that you've
is.
created. And then to think that we're going to go to Buzzards Bay now.
Yeah.
I'm like, yes. All right. Thursday.
Well, and
Okay.
it's also like a community wellness, right? This is what we have
Yep.
this space for. And I'm really looking forward to it. I had a full day of working on market stuff yesterday, and I'm like
Oh.
starting to get like a little bit excited about it.
Oh, good.
I know.
See?
And it
Any
is
help you need, you
a
let me know.
tremendous amount of work and gathering all of these things. But we had a meeting about growing it and what we're going to do to better it and how we're going to be a little bit more functional. We have handbooks this year. We have, I know,
Wow.
right?
Oh, when you first started, you put me as the grant writer.
I'm like,
I
here
didn't know
she is.
anything to do.
Here she is. I don't know. Well, that's it. You got to try all these tastes of things. Who's
True.
good at what?
That's why I said you always believe in me and you
Yeah.
have me do these things that I'm like,
Give it a try.
Yeah.
It's
So-
you don't have
and-
to do everything all of the time well. I think that it's just putting yourself out there and giving that the no thank you taste. I will
Yeah.
forever give my friend Lori the thank you for giving me that vernacular to be like, just give it a second. And if you don't like it, move on.
Right.
It's no harm, no foul. You tried it, not for me. And we
Very
have
true.
an amazing group of humans that gather every single Sunday for 22 weeks. It was like it was so
Yeah.
much emotion ending the first full season
I'm sure.
of the amount of people that came. They gathered. We ate better. We did well. I lost 50 pounds last year from the beginning of that market
Wow.
to this year.
Yeah.
Just in like changing small incremental spaces of where I was. Yeah, I'm not the bastion of wellness. I had a plop day and did nothing yesterday, but I'm making small
Like
movement
Vasiliki
changes.
said, that actually Vasiliki. Vasiliki.
Vasiliki.
I was trying to turn him.
Vasiliki.
I was trying to turn her into
I had
spaghetti.
to write. It's licky.
Spaghetti. Vasiliki. Oh, baby. No,
She's not vermicelli. It's Vasiliki.
it's not Italian. Oh my God.
She's not even Italian.
Well, anyways,
Oh, Dan, he's like, this show has been inspiring. Thank you.
you put us two in the room. Forget
Yeah,
it. Oh my
right?
gosh.
No, but we're just it's
But plop day. We were
Yeah.
talking about plop day,
Yeah.
right? It is actually wellness
yeah.
because people like us that are constantly moving, we need plop days.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
because
it's true.
that actually is the best thing for you. When I don't get enough rest, like yesterday, I went in the infrared sauna, but then I came out and I did more Kanga boots and I
right.
did
Now she can't
trampoline.
walk today, but it's fine.
Oh, I was up till 3. My ankle was throbbing. I put ice on it. I put frozen rice on it. I got to eat that this morning. Yeah. I'm telling you, I don't care what kind of ice they make flat ice. It doesn't work. But you take a bag of vegetables or something,
It
it's the
molds
best.
perfectly to your
It's the
feet.
best, but then you got to eat it.
Brian,
Right on.
Megan, Nancy, Carrie, thank you so much for joining us. We've been talking about wellness here on a Monday, and I think it's a good way to gently enter the week.
Yes. What did you say? What's today? You said something. Today's woman something, didn't you?
Well, today is no housework day. I laughed about it when I was reading it. It says, let someone else clean or no housework day. According to a survey by Soap and Detergent Association, did you even know that that was a thing? A vacation from housework certificates from local cleaning services might be a lovely gift to give people. So I thought that, okay, no housework today, not a problem.
I actually got to call my house cleaner for this weekend.
Well, for
the
the retreat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did that landscaping. I had had someone come do the landscaping outside. So
Ugh,
that
I
looks
haven't
good.
even the outside. I'm just like, well,
Oh,
maybe in a couple weeks.
And I have a beautiful, big, huge cauldron thing. I'm not a witch, but that's what it looks like.
For your fire pit.
Yes.
All right, perfect. Well, she's
Yes.
got a women's retreat this weekend. And if you're interested in jumping into some portion of it, reach out to Sandy. Also, April vacation. Like I said, it'll be here before you know it.
Yeah.
And if you're looking for something for the kids to do, I tried to make brunch reservations like 4 weeks ago, and I'm still on the waiting list. In fact, I'm further back on the waiting list than I was when I started. I
Where
was
you
like,
going?
well, we wanted to go to the Cooney, but that's just not happening. I know, right? Well, my dad's paying, so.
Oh, there you go. I was gonna say I gotta figure out where to go.
I don't know. We're exploring other options at this moment in time because 8 people does not travel well. And Cliff was
True.
like, we could just make it here, and I'm like, I don't want to do that. I want to just go out and have somebody wait on me for a little bit.
It's so much easier. Unless doesn't Roach Brothers do a thing where
Yeah, I could probably
'cause you've
just
done that
order it.
before,
Yeah,
haven't you?
yeah.
You
Oh,
had me
trust
do
me.
that.
We have tried it all.
Yep.
We've tried all of the things. I just don't know what space in which I'm going
You
to
could
find
just not
myself in.
celebrate Easter.
Right? It's just regular day.
Yeah.
My kids will not allow for this. And Mackenzie's
true.
coming home.
Is she?
Mhm. She'll be home this summer.
I'm stealing her.
She's yours.
People
She
don't
is
understand. I
yours.
was their nanny. I know these kids since they were babies.
I know. And they're so old and grown.
They're awesome. Now they're my friends. I can
Yeah.
play with them.
I know.
I don't have to change diapers or throw them on the bus or
wipe
yell at 'em.
asses, right?
Thank God. I like this part. This is the fun part.
We gotta go. We've been yapping on for longer than
I
an
know,
hour
really.
right now. Everybody have a wonderful
wow.
weekend. Have a wonderful week. And what
the hell was that?
the cat's like, your show is over. We gotta go, everybody. Thank you for supporting us here on Lemonadio. Hank will be on the show with me tomorrow. It's Tuesday. It's always a good time. We'll talk to you then. Oh, are you putting the light?
Was that what you did?
Yeah, she's playing with the laser pointer.
I wondered.
We
why
gotta
you
go. Bye,
were
everyone.
doing
Have a
that.
great week.
Bye.